started here. Alrighty. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone doing good? Hold on, let me, I always forget which of these views. Hold up. I want to, let's see. I'm trying to get it to where, it shows, well, that's weird. Because usually it shows both, but for some reason, my camera's not working. That's super wacky tacky. You know what? I want to see if let's see if I can get something right with the display settings, because it should not be like that. It seems like it's always something. If it's not the audio, it's the video. We just can't seem to get anything right on the first time, but at least you guys can hear me. That's the good thing. Let's see here. Redhead. What the heck? Well, that's rather unfortunate. I can't say that I know why. Once again, there's an issue going on with the video. Oh well. We'll forget that for now. I'm not gonna stress it too bad. Maybe. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go without it tonight. Well, I hope everyone's having a good time. I've had a particularly busy day today. You know what? I'm kind of sad that the screen for some reason isn't, or the camera's not wanting to work for some crazy reason, because I was going to show you guys some really cool stuff. I just got some awesome new shoes, as well as some as well as a haircut. So yeah, I'm a little sad about that. Currently sad about that. Oh, for Pete's sake. I hate it when these pop-ups just show up, because I don't want you guys seeing everything on my screen, and it's super annoying. Oh well, anyway. Well, I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. We're going to go ahead and get started. Real quick, though, I do want to send out an invite to all my friends and family. Currently live streaming some music stuff. Yeah, goodness. Okay, so this is a file that I had earlier. I don't know what that's about. But this is a file that I was working on earlier. And it's basically, I was doing some Future Garage stuff, which if you don't know what Future Garage is, it's similar to Hardwave, but it's not quite Hardwave. It's a little bit, usually a little bit slower, a little bit more mellow than most Wave. Although I think Wave kind of stemmed from it, or at least had some influences on it. Oh my gosh. I downloaded, that's the problem with downloading things, is that like you have the potential to get those stupid messages. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like I'm not fully focused. But yeah, so Future Garage, if y'all don't know what it is, it's a style of music that kind of mixes, it's got some elements of wave as well as some chill step. It's usually a bit darker. I think it might have had some elements of Witch House at one point, which, you know, I'm not a... yes, I am able to stream on YouTube. I finally got that set up with my Twitch account, so that's pretty cool. But yeah. So yeah, it's a more chill style of music, and this is one that I was working on earlier. Just some really deep stuff. Not done with it yet, but I figured, why not play some of it on the live stream? It's pretty cool stuff. So here we go. Oh, for Pete's sake. It's always something is going haywire. Hold up. Let me retry that. Y'all, I'm gonna have to pray. Because it seems like every time I go live on Twitch, something goes wrong. Okay. It's because of that. I already set that up like an hour ago. But yeah, this one is called Bad Night. Let's see. Alright, cool. I don't think I'm gonna play the intro. I'm just gonna go straight to like the main part of the chorus. I feel like it's heading in the right direction, but it's currently it needs a lot more. Like that drop, I just don't feel like it's. I feel like it's too similar to the intro, and it doesn't have enough oomph. And upon saying that, I'm reminded of that episode of Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, where Larry's okay. So I'm gonna nerd out for a minute here. So if y'all have never seen any of the Larry Boy movies, please do yourself a favor and watch them. They're great. But there's this part where Larry is drinking like this energy water or something. It's like this energy drink, or like this healthy energy drink of some kind. It's titled. It's called Oomph or or something like that. And Archibald is always like, you need, throughout the whole, it's like a running gag throughout the whole episode. He's like, Larry boy, you need more oomph. And Larry thinks he's talking about the drink, but in reality, Archie's saying, you need to, when it comes to like working out and dieting, you need to, give it everything you got. So, and that's just a weird, that's just such a weird subject matter when it comes to like vegetables working out. Like it's so, I just love, stuff like that. And the show's pretty self-aware too, which makes it even better. So. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this, because I really feel like this needs more power. So I don't know if it just needs like. I'm not sure. Maybe we just need to. So if we go to our. I do know that like when it comes to the EQing, like I took out the highs tremendously on the sub, but I don't know if I need to like. So maybe if we could do something like where we do an automation with this right here. So like if we go to our parametric, let's create an automation clip, and we're going to copy that. And then like right about there, I guess we could go ahead and like. So we'll pull this back up here. You can see what's happening to the parametric EQ. So as you may or maybe not be able to hear, what that did was it just basically like it it added more of the high frequencies that I originally took out. And with bass, it's usually you want to cut off the high frequencies and only leave the low end. But with a Reese bass like this, it's not a bad thing to have some of those high ends in there to give it a more broad sound. I think what we might need, there's this sound I was using earlier. Well, first of all, there's like a little saxophone thing that I've got going on. I wish it was a little bit airier, a little bit breathier. You know what would sound cool? Let's try adding a phaser to that. Okay, that doesn't sound quite as cool as I originally thought it was going to. Reminds me of the epic sax guy. That's an old meme. Let's go to our, I originally had the synth in there, but I felt like I don't know if it really fit. No, that's the wrong note. So it needs to be like a... So let's try something like that. Well, let's put this on the E. These notes are way too short. Will this let me slide? With some of the FL stock plugins, you can do some slides. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite pad presets. It's in a plugin called Flex, and honestly, it's one of the best plugins that's in Fruity Loops, and it comes with the original edition, and it's really solid. It's pretty easy to use. Woo! That might have just done something. Holy cow! Let's try that. Let's try something like this for that second part. And then there's a sample that I'm thinking of, Diamond Eyes. I used this in another one of my songs that happens to be being released on July 9th. I'm not going to say who it's being released from, or released through, even though I might have already mentioned it. But after the album drops, I do have a pretty big label release that's going to drop on July 9th, so just a heads up.
You've got the most beautiful diamond eyes I've ever seen. You.
So I like that sample a lot, and I want to see if it fits well with the mix. So that's 122. That's not too far off. We're going to go ahead and stretch that, and then we're going to change the pitch. So that's A minor, so I believe we have to go down -5 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I've been doing this a lot. And then we want to add some. Okay, so before we play it in context, here's what the actual sample sounds like now.
You've got the most beautiful diamond's eyes.
I think it sounds pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and vocals, bro. Yeah, I just put the most random things on for my channel names. So here's our kick. I probably should label this le kick. And then we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna do a little magical thing called side chaining. And if y'all don't know what side chain is, then look it up. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. I'm just kidding. Okay, so side chaining, basically what it does, essentially what side chain is when you compress, or when you add side chain to something. I'm having trouble explaining this one. So basically what sidechain does is it squashes a sound to give more room for another sound. So in context with this, because I'm sidechaining the kick to this vocal, when the kick hits, it's going to squash the sound of the vocal so that there's more room for the kick. And traditionally, especially with EDM, you use that a lot with you want to sidechain your kick to your bass, like pretty much every time. So, and in this case, we're gonna use it with that vocal because we kind of want it to be like, boo boo, got you. So it's kind of as an example, and you'll hear it in context with the mix. In fact, we'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and solo this, and then the kick. So hear how like when that kick comes in, how the sound of the vocals, they kind of, it dips a little bit.
You've got the most beautiful diamond.
Actually, we're gonna put this over here.
You've got.
And I think that might be a little bit too much sidechain. We're gonna bring the release down a little bit.
You've got the most beautiful diamond's eyes.
It's a little better, but it's still a little punchy. Let's up the threshold.
You've got.
Yeah, about right there, maybe a little.
You've got.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add an EQ.
You've got.
Gonna cut off the really high ends.
You've got.
I probably don't spend enough time EQing. I just honestly, it takes me just 3 seconds to EQ something, but that's probably a sign that I'm not doing it the right way. I know there are producers who spend hours just with the mixing, and for me, mixing is just a really quick and easy process. I just cut out what I don't need, and that's about it. But I probably do need to invest a little more time into proper mixing. So then we're gonna add a little reverb. And reverb makes things sound really spacey and cool. So we're gonna turn up the wetness level and then increase the decay.
You've got the most beautiful diamond's eyes.
I still think there's a little too much sidechain.
You've got the most beautiful. You've got.
Or I feel like it's the kick is a little too punchy with that vocal. But anyway, I'm just turning this down a little bit. Fixed it.
You've got the most beautiful diamond's eyes I've ever seen.
One more cool thing you can do is with the dry level. So the dry level is like how spacey it sounds up front. So if you turn down the dry level, it's gonna sound more distant, I suppose. And so here's an example. So in some cases, you know what we're gonna do? We're actually going to automate that. Automation clips are like your best friend in EDM, and just in general, I think. But so I think for that build, or for that intro, we're gonna do something like this. 73%. So it'll gradually come in. I'm going to add another plugin called Valhalla, and that's another reverb, but I think it's a bit, I actually like this reverb more than the Fruity reverb, just because there's like so much more you can do with it.
You've got the most beautiful diamonds eyes.
I don't know if that decay time is quite right. Let's go to note, and then...
You've got the most beautiful.
Let's adjust this a little bit.
You've got the most beautiful diamond.
Not quite.
You've got the most.
Oh, for Pete's sake, I want to go to the 4th note, please. No, I want there.
You've got the most beautiful diamond.
That's a bit better. We're going to go ahead and turn down the mix level on that.
You've got the most beautiful diamonds eyes I've ever seen in my whole life. The skyline is just something. You've got the most beautiful diamonds eyes I've ever seen.
So I'm trying to decide. I think the vocals are going to work a lot better if we just leave it at that octave. But if we wanted to do something kind of cool, so we could... so that's like a tenor range voice. We could change that to E minor, turn up the retune speed to about 12, take off the dehumanize because we want it to sound like auto-tune. You know, we're trying to go with that Travis Scott vibe. So now we're going to turn this up to 12. Oh my goodness, that sounds horrible. Okay, you know what? Let's...
You've got.
Goodness. Oh, that sounds terrible. What? That's E minor, right? Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Ew. That is blood-curdlingly bad. Okay, you know what? Forget that idea. We're scratching that idea because it sounds terrible. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this in context with the rest of the mix. Now, stop it. Stop it. There we go. Automate that vocal. We're gonna pitch it. Post the value for 0.5. Copy the value. We're gonna post it for 0.5 right here. Yes, sir. Then we're gonna drag this along. We're gonna drag it along. Okay. So now, another thing. I think I'm gonna maybe get rid of that Valhalla, or at least turn it down tremendously. Oh, whoops, I actually did that wrong. Strike that, reverse it. That's not too bad. I think that's turning out pretty well. Hold on, I need to add something real quick. Okay, so I need to add. Yeah, this is what I want. You what I want. You what I need. I thought I added this in the beginning, but apparently not. We have this little view counter here, or like people watching counter. Can I add a gradient to that? Because did not mean to do that. Oh, for Pete's sake, I did not mean to do that. It's not what I wanted. There. But you're not going to be able to see that. That's the thing. So if I go back here and then do get this full screen, you could probably put it at the bottom if it's not. Dag nabbit. Hold on. Ooh, subscriber. We got a new subscriber. Oh, it's my mom. Okay. Okay, so one other thing that I need to do. Yeah, that video is still not working, and it's driving me crazy. My goodness. Because usually, before, you can see both what's happening on my screen and actually see my face, and for some reason, this live stream, it's being a bit stubborn, and that's not cool, my dudes. It's totally not cool. Yeah, we want to add this. We want to add this.
Yeah, we want to add the chat box right here.
Okay, there we go. Now we're an official Twitch streamer. Okay, so. I don't think we have like a strong enough percussion. Like, there's not really a definite like kick snare pattern. And I'm feeling lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really feel like putting in the beats for this one. So we're gonna see if we can find a loop. I do make my own beats, but for this, like with Future Garage, it's so technical. Like, it's like I could do it, but honestly, it's just easier to find a loop and then just modify the loop from there, or like slice, like take multiple loops and then slice like what you want out of each one. So like, I almost want like a. Okay, so we're gonna search for Future Garage. That's actually kind of a cool sound. Ooh. That makes me want to do like some house stuff. Wob wob. Okay, that was cool. Let's see. Future Garage. Did I ask for Future Pop? No, I asked for Future Garage, mister. Oh, that is so cool. See, like I was saying, Future Garage is such a technical style, you know, because you got the, you know, maybe I should just do a beatbox loop. That's pretty groovy. See how that fits into the mix. But it doesn't tell me the BPM. Oh, I guess it fits perfectly. That actually fits really well. I don't know. Is it too busy? It feels a little busy. Let me take out this loop right here. don't know. Might be a little too busy. I'm not sure. But I'm getting bored with that. Let's hop on over to this one. So this was a hard wave tune that I was working on earlier. And people hopping onto the stream are going to be super confused because it says Future Garage and we're switching to hard wave. But this one, I got my haircut earlier and it was like a super long wait. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make some music while I'm in here. I brought my laptop in. It was just making beats right there in the middle of sports clips. All right, so this is what I've got. These are these beats I've made, my bros. So check this out. Not again. Okay, let me try this. Let me see if this works. Alas, it works. Is that not working? Because that vocal, there's supposed to be like a vocal there. That's super weird. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. Let's try closing this out and opening it back up. Let's try this again. Because there was totally supposed to be like a vocal loop that was playing right there. I heard it, I was like, wait, something's missing. Fruity Loops. Loops of the Fruity. Like, I respect people who know how to produce on Ableton because it's like Greek to me. My goodness, this, yeah, it's on multi-band device. Okay, is the channel muted? No, channel's not muted. Then why is this? Did I... Oh, you know what? Nope, that's not it. Goodness sakes. Why is this? Okay, something's weird. Something weird is going on with the vocals, y'all. I don't know what it, I don't know what this thing is doing. Oh my goodness, for Pete's sake. Okay, so we gotta find out what the mystery of the vocal, because it sounds really cool, which makes me really upset. Okay, so let's see if maybe we like re-import it. I don't know. NW Poet. Oh, take off the.
Fall, don't break your step. All the leaves are at the fall.
Okay, this is tripping me out. Why is that not working? Well, since that's not working, I'll go ahead and play it on the SoundCloud. Because for some reason, FL is... Seems like whenever I live stream, FL just does not want to... It doesn't want to cooperate. But I also got some cool cover art stuff that I did for this earlier. I think it's pretty fire. So that's what I've got so far. And for some reason, like, once again, this, what do you call it? That vocal is not wanting to, it's doing something weird. It might be fine, like I might restart my computer and it's completely fine. But for some reason on the live stream, it doesn't want to be heard. Notice we've got that Skrillex snare, the Jack U snare. Yeah, for the longest time I wanted to find that snare, and I finally found a sample pack that had it, and I was like in heaven. And so I've been using that all the time. So yeah, good times. This is another one. I feel like at this point I'm just kind of just showing projects that I've been working on. So this is one, I'm not going to say who, but there's another producer I'm collaborating with for this collab right here. I'm not going to play the intro. I'm just going to play the drop because the intro's not done yet. Oh, you know why it sounds weird? It's got the pitch thing on it. So it wasn't in the right key. I was like, why does this not sound right? Yeah. So a couple of things. You guys might have noticed that I use this really heavy respace a lot. And so if we open Serum, it's a preset I came up with, and I might be able to like make a sample pack and throw this into it. But basically what it is you have so on oscillator A, you bring it down -2, or you bring it down 2 octaves. You put the unison on 16 and you set it to about like 0.25 detune, and that's really about it. You don't even really need any additional subs as long as you throw some OTT and some EQing on there. So, you know, as every producer knows, OTT is like the magic plugin. So like without OTT, weak, and it's kind of, you know, not very loud. With OTT, so it's just such so beefy, and it's I just love OTT. Like it's my pride and joy. It's perfect. It's the perfect, you know, plugin for your plugins, or the perfect, yeah, that. So then of course we also have our limiter, which, you know, of course, you know, for sidechain. These are the presets I usually use for sidechaining my kick to my bass. And then, of course, just a little bit of EQing, not too much. For the synth lead here, if y'all know me, you know there's 2 things I love in music. Female vocals and synth leads. So it's this synth lead right here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I think I used a preset. Yeah, I used the Melbourne preset. So I use a little bit of that Arabian scale. Like, Arabian music is so cool. Like, I just love Arabian music. Just the sound of it. It's so, they have such a unique scale, and whenever I hear producers use that scale, I'm like, yo, that's what's up. So once again, similar presets, or not exactly similar, but you know, EQ, OTT, Fruity Reverb, and Limiter. Yas. So yee. Use the basic on that. So for synth slides, if you put it on mono, turn on the legato, turn on the always, and then turn it like all the way up, or not all the way up, but if you know, turn it up to about here, it does a really nice synth lead slidey thingy thingamabob. And then, like, the higher you turn it up, the more it glides, but it also sounds really weird. Actually, the less it glides. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. That sounds horrible. Sounds absolutely terrible. Ba-da-ba-ba. I guess I could play this one. I don't know. These live streams, I just feel like I just jump around. Well, not always. Like sometimes I do have a definite focus. But, you know, other times I'm just jumping around with project files that I'm working on. And if you know anything about producers, like, you know that we have like 100 projects and we only